Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Emberpelts have lost their, well, everything. Everything's on fire! Well, I guess they technically like that, so I guess that's a good thing. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But the last we left off with our intrepid Emberpelts, we were building out some of this fantastic stuff down here to try to make a beautiful ledge to continue planting all of the things because, well, we don't have much in the way of places to plant all the stuff right now, and we're kind of running out of real estate. So that means we got to build up, which means we got to produce things like logs and stuff to make things actually work. So what we're going to focus on today is, of course, finishing the rest of this line out, seeing what we can get accomplished on all of that. And I want to get this finished so that all of these things can start storing all of this food down here, so none of this is, or the majority of it doesn't continue to stagnate. So we're going to focus on getting some of that knocked out, which means probably coming in and tearing out all of these planks in here that are basically just sitting there being lumps in a log. And I also want to get in here and I want to rip out these overhangs, these natural overhangs. I know it's beautiful. It adds to the aesthetic of the actual map itself, but for our purposes, they're kind of a moot point. They do nothing for us anymore. We need this space, and they are taking our space. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on this button. We're going to click these buttons right here, and we're going to tell our guys to come over here and rip all this out, which is very sad. I hate to see it go, but it needs to go. Okay, it doesn't have to stay. It doesn't have to go home, but it can't stay here. All right. Okay, at least, yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna find a way for them to get over here. I think there's a path there. I somehow put in probably for some housing in the last episode. It's been a minute since I've actually got to sit down and record for the Emberpelts. I've been focusing on the folktale playthrough, and that's on me. I do apologize, but yeah, we're back into the Emberpelts. We're gonna check out how this is all gonna rock and roll. I do have some concerns pertaining to food in particular. We are kind of hurting in that regard. We're still, of course, hurting on lumber. Lumber is going to be a big issue probably for the rest of eternity until, well, I wouldn't say eternity, just until we get all of this rectified. And of course, water is going to be an issue too. So one of the things that we're going to probably end up doing back here is finagling a way to get this irrigated with some pumps or some dumps, some fluid dumps for our stuff back here, because this is not going to cut it. We might actually put some sort of something in here to fill this in. I don't know how it's all going to work out, but one way or another, we'll get that sorted out and we'll get that rocking and rolling. So that'll be great. And of course, I do want to, like I said, save some of these logs in here, because that is a lot of logs and planks that we can return to ourselves, which we are kind of hurting on. We've only got 104 logs there. We've got 128 planks down here, which isn't the greatest, you know. We'd like to have those on hand so we can go and do fun things. Let's see how this is coming along down here, actually. It's not moving that fast, actually. I'm kind of confused. I did tunnels for all that. I thought I did something else for all that. That's on me. Oops. I thought I'd put in the other thing. Oops. So, tube-way tunnels. Okay, so that just gets to be a tube-way. And then tube-way tunnels go out that way. And then we do our explosive. We make our tunnels on this side. Where did I want to put this? Probably right here. Right here, maybe? I think that's probably the best. Yeah, something like that. I think that's how I wanted that to look like. Anyway, cool. We're going to get this up to 3x speed where it belongs. I have removed the low priority on these. I put them up to regular priority. So in theory, they should come up here and build this really quickly. And that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I do have a lack of beavers in one of our hauling spaces down here. Probably this one. I don't know. Building likes workers. So that hauling post is empty. But we do have 5 kits on their way to grow up right now, so that'll be good. I really am perturbed by this. I wish that irrigation... I know it's irrigating the ground underneath. It should... Whenever irrigation goes down, not up. I don't know why I'm thinking it's going to do something magical when clearly it does not, okay? That's fine. Everything's fine. I think I pointed out all the stuff that I did last time with all this. Cleaned up some of the industry over here, so we've got a lot more real estate available to us to work on for now, so that is good. I do want to give that a minor priority bump so that we can actually start tearing these out with our builders as they do become available. They are putting all of this in now, I think, so that will be good for us. Water we're doing good on. We're doing pretty good on our juices. I'm not the most happy with that, so what we could do, and what we should do actually, is give this another priority bump. That is gears times 90, which we have 140 of. Planks times 80, which we don't have 140 of. Metal blocks, we have a few metal blocks floating around. We do, okay. And bricks, we should be pretty good on. Okay, so what we're going to do here is put in a couple storages down here. Probably 2 of these and 2 of these. I think that's how that's supposed to work. So bricks, gears, metal blocks, and what was the other one? And planks. Okay, so this one can be planks. We can give this a minor priority bump so they can come over here and knock that out. We do not have power connected over here yet, so we still do need to put in something to cover that up real quick. I don't know what I really want to put on there. More explosives maybe? I don't know. Does this transfer power? It does transfer power. We could put a refinery and maybe a Phoenix distillery on there. That'll transfer power. Refinery, we're going to need... We've got plenty of bad water fuel, right? We're doing pretty good on fuel? Question mark? Yes, fuel's doing good. In theory, we shouldn't need any more of that. How are we doing on extract? We're doing decent on extract, so that's good. They do have that going in, so that's awesome. We are ending our bad tide, so that is amazing. They are building all of those platforms for us. That is in, so that is fantastic. We're still missing 5 haulers there. Unconnected buildings, yes, I'm aware. We have 6 injured beavers. I think we need to probably toss in a few more spaces for those guys to hang out in. Let's go into the well-being tab. We'll grab a couple more medical beds and toss those in for our guys. Maybe a few more on this side. I anticipate there being a massive influx of injuries the moment we kick that dirt excavator off, which is going to seriously stink. Like, a lot. A lot. I don't like. I despise making up my polar beavers. Hurt. Now, this underground pile. I really wish I had a way to capture more of this water too, because that's a lot of water going off. Technically, I don't need it, right? Because our beavers, our Emberpelts don't actually drink the water unless it's an absolute dire emergency, right? In which case, they are only concerned about just keeping irrigation alive for everything, which it is doing that for us, right? Except for this, which it's irrigated now, right? And now we've got a massive pile or a massive hole for water down there, which is actually pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. So that is good. How are we doing on other things? Okay, that's good. They have blasted this out to there, which is awesome. That's also the limit of their reach. So we'll come in here, we'll grab this path, connect that up to that end, and they've also done the same on this side. So we'll also rip this out. What is that? Why did that? Uh-oh.
Did I do that?
Oh. Okay. I should not have done that. Okay, that's gonna suck. That's gonna destroy so many plants. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, what do we end up saying this was? A 1x6? Yes. Okay. And then we need to put in... I don't have dirt ready to actually put in there yet, so we need to put a levee on top of there. This is 1000% max priority. We've got a couple days left to get this fixed. I can't believe I did that. I can believe I did that. I should have seen that the moment that that turned red. I should have not torn that out. I don't know why. Why? Okay, I need somebody to come over here and clean all this up. Theoretically, the water... Okay, apparently not. It's just going to flood everything. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do that, that, and this. And probably this. Well, that's all going to fall off that side anyway. That side, it's got an escape on that end. Okay, that should be fine. Just need you guys to hurry up and build this, please. I know we're hurting on logs, but we're going to be hurting on food if you guys don't fix this sooner rather than later. Please and thank you. I'm not asking for much here, guys. Just throw it in there. Get it in there real quick, like. There you go. And pick up some of these logs while you're at it. Otherwise, this is going to be a mess for the rest of eternity. Okay. 5 flooded buildings. I know. This dies in 9.2 days. All of this is already flooded. All that's already flooded. Boo! This is not good. Okay, we've got 80 pieces of cord. We've got a bunch of bell peppers floating around. We've got a bad tide approaching, so that's not the greatest, but in theory that shouldn't cause any problems for anything. They should be able to reach this. It still is max priority, so they should be able to slap that in. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that. I can believe it. Come on. Do more. Do more. There's our savior right there. That's in. No more. Will that be a problem for us? It's no longer flooded. That's going to be backfilled. Now we need to give all this a priority. So we can actually drain this stuff out. And that side should drain out on its own because it's got that area. And this side should do the same as well. Okay, that's blasted out. They're going to slap that in there and that's going to drain out hopefully quickly. And same on this side. Boo! All right. That was an interesting mistake to have made. I would like to not make that mistake again in the future. I made myself sad. Okay. So let's see here. Can we put this on here? We can't put that on there. Cool. Can we put this on here? Yes. Can we put in more housing right there? Yes. Sweet. We'll let them build that at their earliest convenience. This is all draining out now. I wanted a place to store more water. I guess technically that was a place to store more water. Just not exactly how I envisioned that to actually go. Oh. okay. It's okay. Everything will dry out eventually. Cool. All that's dry now. Great. Beautiful. They're back in here blasting more of this out. I don't know why I have that there. That's... I might need to actually... I did want to tear that out. I don't need you here anymore either. In theory, this should not dry out to the point where that's going to be an issue. So, you're gone. That's a few pieces of material back for us, which would be nice. Okay. Put these stairs out. Put this in right here. Oh, that's not going to fix anything for us. But that does. Okay. Right? Yes? No. I should get some sort of tube-way station system in here to that side so that we can actually do some more stuff with that. Now that covers that space down. We can probably give that a priority bump so that can get taken care of. And that means that we can probably come in here. Oh, all of... What was I going to plant here? It has been too long. Was it going to be corn? Maybe it's corn. Probably most likely corn because everything is corn right now. Everything is corn. Cool. So that's going to be more corn for us. That'll be beautiful. We can probably rip that out sooner rather than later and put something else in. Reclaim some of that material. You can definitely rip out this pathway right here and plant some more corn and just corn. Why not? Everything's corn. Okay, if we have space for something, it's got to be corn, darn it. That doesn't reach back there, but that one does, or vice versa. Cool. Bad water is going to pump out that way and go that way. It's a good thing I didn't come in here and try to do something ridiculous with all of this. I was just thinking about ways to reclaim all of this lumber back here and how all of that material and that space is going to be available to us. And it's a good thing I didn't think something ridiculous, you know? I'm glad that I thought about something. I know it's a rare occurrence for me. I made myself sad. Anyway, I want to figure out a way to get access to this somehow. Probably go out and in and put another tube-way station in over here, or just have a tube-way station come out through here somehow. What is this? You're bad water. You're supposed to be obtain. We're severely lacking in the way of beavers again, which is not cool. This has taken a X because again we're out of planks and logs as usual, always out of planks and logs. We're doing not the greatest on apples. We're doing decent on food overall, so that is good to see. I do need to give them a way to actually finish the rest of this over here, which means doing something like that, and then doing something like this all the way across here. Oh, wow. They've made it quite a distance, actually. I am shocked by this. I thought they weren't going to be able to make it as far as they had, so that is good to see. No random things right there anymore going to cause us any problems, so that's good. That's good. I am seeing the error in my judgment. Yep. Very much so. Very much seeing the error in my judgment. Well, it'll just be a bunch of staircases down to the next layer. Okay, fine, whatever. How are we doing on this? Nothing in there, nothing in here. We need to hit obtain on all these buttons so we can get all of that in Gears have already started making their way over here. Bricks have as well, but we'll hit the obtain button. What do we put in here? That is the real question here. Okay, that is the real question. Carousel doesn't fit. That's too big. We could throw detailers in somewhere, maybe? I don't know. Not there. That's not going to fit. These are all in. Okay, so that's good. We can connect all that up. Awesome. Unlock back scratchers. What am I doing for my poor beavers? And my poor beavers. They don't have back scratchers. Okay. Focus me. Focus. Okay. Planks are always good to have, I guess. So sure. We'll do more planks. We'll rip that forward. Save ourselves some planks here. And then probably just put in another thing of another lumber mill for planks. So there we go. Now we've got something that'll connect that up and that'll be good. Maybe we can even save some material here by ripping that out and then telling them to come pick this up. If I can actually look at it. Can I look at it? Please and thank you. There we go. Come pick those materials up. That'll get us something to work on all this, and that'll let us finish up this lumber mill. It'll be great. I do want to give this a priority bump over the stuff that's happening on this side, because this is going to eat through more and more of our materials, which is not conducive to finalizing this project that I want to get finalized. Mildly perturbed by my terrible decision-making process. Get them up there like that. Could honestly get in here and just rip this entire outer edge out, and that'll give us at least one more spot. Plant another line of trees. That's not the worst thing to do with this. Honestly, I'm not upset by that in any way, fashion, shape, or form. I do see that we still have a bunch of corn here, though, so that's good. We're making corn. It's corn. That's one of my friend's least favorite song in the world. You apparently don't have a pathway. That's easy. We rectify that by doing that. But we also pause you because we don't need you right now. We'll backfill that position when we need it. We should probably run power through here into this system over here because reasons. No reason not to. I don't think that's going to be 1,000 produced. You burn, what, 200? 150. You are 150, so that's another 150. So that's 450 plus another 200 horsepower here. Okay, our fuel engine should meet the... liquid fuel engine should be able to actually tackle all of that for us relatively easily. That's in now, so that is good. Want to pause the workers going in there. We do have these guys in, so we're going to have a bunch of kits grow up here. Going to be another massive explosion of babies. Grilled pepper. Grilled peppers. Who makes the grilled peppers? Since when has that been there? I could have sworn I looked at that very thing right there a cajillion times. And grilled peppers was not an option. We have 1,800 or 1,700 bell peppers sitting here. What is the recipe? Canola oil. That's probably why I wasn't doing it. Because canola oil I didn't readily have. I could have sworn it wasn't a thing that we could do. To the commenter about 6 to 9 weeks ago, my friend, I apologize for being completely and totally incorrect concerning the grilled pepper option. It is very clearly available to me, and I am just blind, apparently. I appreciate your assistance, friend. Moving on. Here. Still doing decent on juice. We're not doing that great on the logs. We're doing good on food for now. 6 unconnected buildings still. They are slowly, by that I mean very slowly, putting all that in. That's connected. We can pause that though. Don't need any bodies actually filling that void. Those are all full. Metal blocks are in there. Planks are the limfac as always. Let's go ahead, check on how this is doing. I want to give this a priority bump so when that material does become available to us, we can actually get that in there and done and taken care of. We can rescue a couple planks and stuff there. I do need to drop this priority-wise. I'm tired of them actually burning through that material unnecessarily. That's so ridiculous. Oh, it's so ridiculous that I did that. It's not entirely ridiculous that I did that, but I'm kind of mad at myself for having not recognized that that was going to be a problem that I had just caused. So that's entirely on me. Now the question is, how is this coming along? It is coming along nicely, actually. I don't know why they're working on that as opposed to some of the other things that I would like them to be working on, but that is fine. That is acceptable. What we can do, maybe... No, we can't really. We don't have a way back in there. I was thinking of diverting this bad tide out this way a little bit more easily so we can come in here and rescue all these logs. Get things moving again, but alas, that's probably not going to happen, so that's fine. Okay, apparently I need to cancel the demolition there to then give them access to do the things without causing any problems for anybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys come over here, build that please, come rescue these logs and planks, and then we'll do some more things, okay? Alright, we good? Does that make sense, guys? No? Okay. Well, I'm sorry about you. Why are there so many wet beavers? Where are they getting wet? Are they getting wet in the tubeway? No? There's a bunch that... Well, there's a bunch that just got wet. Oh. Oh, okay. Yep, I see what happened there, probably. We'll cancel that demolition. We'll grab this. We'll grab that. We'll go ahead and throw in another set of stairs there. That should gain them access to all of those things, and they won't actually cause any problems for themselves. Give this a plus up. I know I keep on preventing the building of all of these things. That's okay. Okay. Is that a priority bump? That done. Probably throw in one thing of dynamite right here. Gives us a little bit of real estate to work with, and then we can get rid of that. We can demolish that, give both of these max priority. Come over here, check to see how this is all coming along. Also throw in one piece of dynamite right here. And that'll be good. That'll be good. We could put this in. That's probably where a lot of our materials went to. They built this before they actually finished the rest of the things that actually allow them to do stuff, like gain access to all of the storage. But it's okay. I'm not angry, okay? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Do want to probably grab this and put a pause on this whole build, because that's a lot of material that they're already putting in. Oh my gosh. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. That's on me. Okay, can you guys... I don't really... Okay, that's waiting on logs. That's probably waiting on logs. All these are waiting on logs. Okay. think I need one more spot. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and fill the rest of that in, I guess. Drop this down. We'll fill the rest of this in too, maybe. I don't know. Boosh. We'll let them fill that up, and we'll, once that piece of real estate becomes accessible to us, we'll see how things go. I don't know if they'll be able to reach all of that, but we'll see. They've cleared up all this material for us, so that's good to see. All of this is available to us now. They did place this, so that is good. I did say that I wanted to get over here and rip all of this out. Did I not? I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and see about ripping all of this out as well. Problem is access. This is going to just need one piece of dynamite. In theory, they should be able to... Well, actually, they somehow are able to get over there and reach that. I'm not going to complain. They did it. That's all that really matters. Doubt they can reach this, though, so that's fine. That's in. Probably cancel this demolition. I don't know. Let's just blast this out right there. Blast that out right there. We could probably even just demolish this staircase right here as well. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, don't tear up my maple, okay? Shouldn't have to replant that, because in theory none of that should get eaten anyway, but you know, stuff and things. A couple more logs for us, why not? Great. Beautiful. Great googly moogly. This is in, so you don't need to be there anymore. So you're fired. Means I could probably plant a few more trees there, honestly. So let's go ahead and plant a few more oak trees there. That'll be beautimous. Blast this out. We somehow reach up here and blast this out. That is awesome. Don't know what I'm going to do with this side over here quite yet, but it is a place for us to work at. Work towards. There's food stuff that we could plant over here. I don't think that I would be able to reach this anyway. But it is an effort, I suppose, in some form or fashion that's going to bear fruit, right? Right? Theoretically, that should be how that works. I don't know. We shall see. We have 14 days remaining in this bad tide, though, so that's kind of stinky. I did put all of you down at the lowest priority. Great. Okay, good. Let's check on this down here. We've got a few more things exploded in here. That's cool. Got tubeway tunnels. That's all waiting on planks and explosives. Okay, that's fine. How are we doing on this? They have all the things in except for planks now, which is awesome. Go ahead and put that at a medium-low priority. Planks are going to be an issue for a hot minute because logs are an issue. But we are rectifying that slowly but surely. Go ahead and rip this out. Probably need to cancel this demolition. I don't know if they'll be able to reach that or not. I don't know. Maybe. Theoretically, if they can reach this... No, they probably won't be able to reach that. Let's cancel that demolition. I don't know. How am I going to get around and do that? I don't know. I can't really just... Yeah, it won't let me... I can't place dynamite on this. Yeah. Just blast it out. Darn it. I should have thought about this. Okay. Definitely should have thought about this. Well, 2. That's annoying. Don't really want to waste the material to do that. That wastes a lot of material to do that, too. Why would I need this? Why would I need a metal platform? What does this provide me? Probably nothing. This is a stupid waste of material. Super dumb waste of material. That's a lot of logs right there. A lot of logs there too. Okay, well, let's go rescue some logs then. Actually, what am I doing? Duh. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay, how about this? Aha! Hehehehe. Well, let me place the explosives, but let me place the levies. Ooh, ha 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 ha. Now I should be able to gain access to that. Okay, maybe not. But if I did something like this, they can. Bada bing, bada boom. Give that a max priority, and we'll rescue 26 planks and 37 logs and a few metal blocks and a bunch of... Yep, go do it. That's your #1 priority in life, guys. Rescue that material so we can move things along. We could also rescue a lot of this material. That's a fair bit of stuff there that'll be useful to us. That'll be good. Same with that. This is all coming in nicely, so that'll be a bit of material available to us as well. This should be a supply depot for our guys here. We need more apple trees, apparently. Because we only have... No, we have no apples. We have no apples at all. How are we doing on this? You're waiting on logs to produce food. You are a grill. That makes sense. But we do have grilled bell peppers moving in. So that's going to provide us a good bit of sustenance for our beavers. So that is good. That is good. That is good. That is good. We've got another 12 days left in our bad tide. That is not good. But we should be fine in that regard. Let's go ahead and check on this down here. See how this is coming along. This is actually done. Okay. So that means that we get to rip this out. Rip this out. Rip. I think we have to rip all of this out. I think. Now we put in a small two-way station right there. And then that means that we then put this in like that. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Already thrown in a couple gears. That'll be good. We have a bunch of beavers with nothing to do with their hands. That means that you move up priority-wise. I do need them to come and collect all these planks and logs, because that will let us finish some of the other things that we need to get accomplished. So you actually are going to be max priority. That'll let us gain access to all that material again, and we should, in theory, be able to gain access to all this as well. So you guys come pick up these gears, logs, planks, cornmeal, please, and the random metal blocks as well. That will probably not give us much in the way of total return on investment, but it will be nice to see positive numbers somewhere, somehow. I hope. Do want to... We should get in here and blast some of this down so we can store some more water in here. That will let this store a little bit more water. That keeps that irrigated. How do we get down there, though? That is the question. I don't want to tear out the tapper shack. And I don't want to tear out any of that stuff. How long do you guys have? 58 and 57 days? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tell them to not plant these again And when those pop here in 15 days, we'll come in here and then we'll place all of this dynamite. And that'll be beautiful. I'll store a little bit more water on this side, which would be nice. We could probably even do the same in this side too. There's no reason not to, but it's not really doing much in the grand scheme of things. We're just pumping this out with that, and that's fine. So that's paused because it's not doing anything right now. I am concerned now, though, that this is emptying. This is staying nice and full. So what? We have about a... we'll bring that up to the top. Where are we at? Like the bottom quarter of that. Okay, we have a quarter of a tile of water left available in there. Probably should start thinking about irrigation solutions in here as opposed to... I did want to do... Well, irrigation doesn't go up very easily. That doesn't really solve that problem. It... Does it? Does that... Hold up. Okay. So, let's theorize here for a second, shall we? So that is that level. If we were to go down one more level, does that run into any issues here? I don't think so. Right? Okay, let's look at this. Look at this. So as long as I move over one more, right, it should not dump into there. So I could do something like this. Then do something like this. And that provides us an irrigation pond over there. Right? It keeps that irrigated. And I don't have to be... How did they reach that? I'm not complaining. They reached it. So that's all that really matters. I'm not going to blast that right now. So that's fine. They did build all of this. So that's cool. They haven't demolished that slope yet. Probably because that was... Yeah, we'll let them do their thing here. We'll get all that material back. That'll be nice. That'll be good. We'll be able to plant some more trees over here. I don't have anybody who can actually tackle those trees over there anymore because I keep tearing this guy out to go and do other things. He's my guy that covers down that corner over there. Give this a max priority so we can get some more trees on that side going. We could maybe even do something like this. Put in a couple double platforms right there. Not double platforms, apparently. Yeah, double. Yeah. Why did I hit triple? Whatever. That's all good. And nope, let's not waste that. Let's go single right here. There we go. What does that do? Nothing. Nothing at all. That stinks, so that's worthless for us. So don't do that. They couldn't even build it anyway. That's fine. Bum, 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 bum. This is okay. Everything is awesome. Wait, how are we doing down here? They have reclaimed all that material, so that's awesome. That is fantastic. That's what we wanted them to do. Now, what do you require to actually exfil stuff? You require bricks. Copious amounts of bricks. So we can actually toss in a couple warehouses like that, and a couple of these warehouses like such as... Grab this. You will be brick storage. You will also be brick storage. And then right here, you will be... I'm watching those explosions, and I'm super concerned that something bad is going to happen. Very concerned that something terrible is going to happen. But the irrigation pond has been extended. So that means that we are going to be able to keep everything nice and irrigated, at least on that corner, so those things can keep growing. Because like right now, that would have taken another 18 days or another 7 days plus another 3 days to pop, but now it's green. Okay. So that's good. All right. That's amazing. What we want. We want to take advantage of systems that are available to us. Heck, we could even do the same over here. We could continue blasting this around and just put random irrigation ponds everywhere and need to fill all of this. Actually, not a bad idea. Why didn't I think of that? That sucks. That sucks right there. That one tree is just outside of the limit. That's obnoxious. You guys still have another 10 days ahead of you before you're able to pop. That's okay. This is fine. Everything's good. Food, check. Doing a little better. Now that I know that grilled peppers are a thing, I'm sorry, random commenter that I told that didn't exist. I stand corrected. I have been corrected. This is not connected, but you are done, so that's good to see. It means we can connect you, and we can tell you to... I don't know. Pull this down to 2. And we now start working on this. I think we start working this side, because that's where all of our trees are at, and especially our foresters. They're right here already. What we're going to have to do is put these 1x6s on out here, and that's going to extend us by a fair amount of real estate, and then we're going to put in a bunch of... We're going to have to put in a couple staircases down just to ensure that our forester has access to all of that. We might even put in another forester on this side. Well, we already have another forester on this side. So, boom. We've got overlapping coverage. That's fantastic. That's what we want to see. That's good. This is not good, however. We've still got 4 days left, and, well, those have 16 days before they actually stop being alive. This one's going to be the long pole in the tent right here, I think, but everything's moving in a positive direction. I want a way to irrigate this, but I don't... Unless I tear this out, put a levee here, there's not really a way to do that. I don't know. It's okay. It's all good. It's all right. It's all right. Just a little crazy. It's all right. It's all right. I'm just a little crazy. Anyway, I digress. Let us see here. What we have. We need a place to store the bad water or the dirt. That means I need a place to actually put the dirt. Can I put? I can't put. Why would I think that I can't? Wait, hold up. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Power shaft tunnel. No, that's not what I want. I can't even put that on that layer anyway, so it doesn't matter. I want to run the power through the dirt. I'll put the dirt in, or the power in the dirt. That would be so much nicer. Okay, that's fine. I guess we can do this. It's fine there. That needs to go like that. We do this. We grab this large industrial pile. Realize that I need to somehow finagle my way on top of that. That out. That out. put this in here, and then put these stairs in right there. One little path right there. That is now our dirt. Dirt goes there. How much storage do you have? You have 72 units of dirt storage availability? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this side. And that's probably how we're going to finish up here. Is we're going to put this last little bit in here. That's 6 by 25. That is so much material. Now, probably going to have them focus on one side in particular. This side in particular, I'm going to drop these all priority-wise. I just want to focus on this side. We could probably bring this up to regular priority again. And then we are going to put dirt in on top of this, like that. I just want to see where the priority line was. Okay. And they can reach that from on top. The question is now, does that gap cause a problem for us? I don't know the answer to that question. I do not know the answer to that question at all. I think I do know an answer to our problem over here, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop these down. We're also going to tell you to not replant these. We're going to put in an irrigation pond right here. That'll provide irrigation probably out to here-ish, hopefully. And those guys are a little preoccupied, sleeping, I suppose. That's okay. I'll allow it. We can let our beavers sleep. That's fine. That's okay. We did have a nice surge in material here, which was fantastic. This is not going to reach this far, though. That's going to be stinky. They are putting our first couple overhangs in, so that is good to see. Our first bit of dirt is moving in. I did... Okay, so this needs to be max priority over that. I don't know why I gave that a max, or even that priority in the first place. I lowered this priority-wise. This should not have been a priority. Okay, we'll get it rectified one way or the other. Don't know if this is even needed anymore, honestly, because we have this large pool in here that provides irrigation now, and that actually provides enough irrigation to meet all the demands out on this side, so that is good. I do want to get rid of these wooden stairs because it's going to provide us a little bit of material back to us. That's all ripped out, so we can come in here, blast this out. I want this too deep. No, I don't need it too deep. 1 deep is okay. We'll go ahead and click this button. We will give this a max priority as well. I know that's 2 things of max priorities rocking and rolling around here. But, hey, they did get this done, though. That's cool. We don't have any... We got some wheat and cornmeal in there, and that's cool. Well, that's cool. Just none of the other material that we actually would want in those things. Yeah. But hopefully with this going in, we will actually be able to expand our food production. And I think that would be glorious. I think that will meet the intent for everything that we would like to get done. Of course, this is going to take a hot minute to actually finalize due to the fact that it requires a lot of material and requires a lot of other things. And that's going to take a hot minute to get rocking and rolling, but that is okay. We are here for ridiculous things, okay? Fluid dump, you go there. You are max priority. You should be done, which means dirt is now getting stored in there. This is actually expired due to drying out, which stinks. Means we've probably got to get down into here and blast some of this out so we can store more water back in here. Don't know if that will be viable, but we will try it. And then another set of stairs right there. I don't think this is going to cause a problem for anything. Shouldn't. It should not cause a problem for anything. All right, that's the end of our bad tide, though, so that is good. That also means everything's going to be re-irrigated after I just put in plans to rectify the problems that I had before. But that's okay. This should be good for us. That means that we can start replanting all of those things. All of this gets rehydrated for us, which is fantastic. I do need to tell them to demolish that. I do need to actually demolish this stuff over here too. Recover some of those materials. Don't understand how you got there, but whatever. I'm not upset by the fact that you've recovered those materials for us. That's a good thing. That is an amazing thing. Can you guys reach that? You can reach that. They are putting in a couple more pieces. That's filling in nicely, which is always amazing to see. There's the autosave that always gives me a heart attack on the Folktales playthrough. Sorry about the shoddy camera work there as we slammed into the side of the pot there. I apologize. Now let's go ahead and finish filling the rest of this out. We're going to bump into that. That's fine. In theory, we should be able to put in something like this and put in like a double or triple there. And I don't think we need anything else there, honestly. And then we can go in and fill up the rest of this like this. Now, I am going to have to come back through and give all of this a lower priority, because otherwise that's going to be an issue for our guys, and that is not good for anybody. So, low priority for all the things, like such as, and probably need this to be lower, honestly. We'll just go ahead and drop this as low as possible. We have the materials on hand. We have the materials on hand. We'll let them work on it. And honestly, this should be the only project that we're going to be working on for a hot minute anyway. So I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I don't think we need this path right now anymore, but I want it available to us so we can actually do the things. So I don't know. Too far from district, cannot be reached. What do you mean? Where's my path go? Path goes there. Path goes there now. There we go. That's done. That's rectified. They won't be able to place the dirt. That's the problem. Dirt's going to be an issue. I should stop them from going through the water. How long does this have? We'll go ahead and rip that out, honestly. That's probably for the best. Stop them from going through the water. They shouldn't be stuck. We'll give this a max priority right here. This is somehow still connected. Where are we connected, actually? Where are you connected? Ah, that side. Okay. Now it's a little more green. Awesome. Now they can get about the cabin without too much issue. But I'm going to call it there, guys. We're going to stare at our beavers awkwardly as they continue to place down all the fun things for us. And I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you guys had a fantastic day wherever in the world. I hope you enjoyed my beavers. I hope you enjoyed the chaos. I hope you enjoyed my plan to do ridiculous things. If you did, and if you liked hanging out, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and you want to see more of the chaos, the pain, the suffering, the beavers wandering around and wondering what I'm doing with their hands, I'd appreciate the subscribe button being hit as well. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. It's been a long day of recording for me, and I will catch you all next time on the next episode of... I don't know what to do with beavers' hands anymore other than make them do ridiculous things like play with dirt. We're going to be playing with more dirt. Okay, that's the actual, like, that's the hint. We're going to play with a lot of dirt. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. We have our next bad thing happening. I don't know if it's a drought or a bad tide. We'll find out. That's for me to know and for you guys to find out in the next episode of Timberborn. Yeah. But I'm out. See ya!